Alright, Shalom. I will give all praises and glory to Shahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Milton that do really well, and presentation to the hopeful elect of Israel. This is the brother Bishop Ekabal coming here with another Saturday camp lesson early in the morning. Okay, if there is another camp lesson early in the morning, you know, gonna bring out your precepts of the title of the lesson is false prophets. You know, we got a lot of false prophets among Israel. Okay, so we're gonna bring out your precept and we're gonna end our camp lesson off. Okay, and Lord willing, this be a edifying camp lesson video for today. Okay. Yo, my first precept is for John chapter 4, verse 1. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, whether they are of Yahweh, because many false prophets are called out into the world. Okay, I'll read one more time. This is 1 John chapter 4, verse 1. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirit, whether they are of Yahweh, because many false prophets are called out into the world. Okay? Yo, we can't believe in every spirit, okay, that we meet. Okay, every man that we meet, okay, because there are false prophets that out here that will be teaching lies. Okay, you know, you got to be aware of the false prophets out here. Okay, because there are many of them. Okay, they will be teaching lies, but all people will still believe it. Okay, like going to them churches. Okay, those are false prophets. Okay, they don't teach about the Bible correctly. Okay? Verse 2, hereby know he the spirit of Yahweh, every spirit that confesseth that Yahweh Shai Mashiach and come in the flesh is of God. Verse 3, and every spirit that confesseth not that Yahweh Shai Mashiach is come in the flesh is not of God. And this is the spirit of Antichrist, whereof he hath heard that it shall come, and even now already is it in the world. Okay? He are of Yahweh, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you that he is in the world. You know? You gotta be really careful who you listen to. Okay? This is Matthew chapter 7, verse 15. This is how it's happening. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. One more time. This is Matthew chapter 7, verse 15. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. Okay? Yo, hey, you gotta be careful. Okay? Beware of them false prophets that come to you in sheep's clothing. And who are they? UIC, ISUPK. You know, those are the false prophets. Okay? The real men of the Lord are the apostles and elders of Great Milton. The apostles in New York, they are the men of the Lord. Okay, Great Milton, those are the men of the Lord. Okay? Those are the real prophets. The real prophet is Great Milton. Okay, GMS. Those are the real prophets that the Lord set up to teach us the scriptures, the right way. Okay, so the real prophets are Great Milton. Starting off with the apostles and elders. Who are the apostles? The Apostle Hart, Apostle Ramlap, Apostle Kapar, Apostle Bakar, and so forth. Okay, those are the real men of the Lord. But those men have been laboring in the truth for a long time. Okay. This is Romans chapter 16, verse 17. I'm sorry, for 17. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause division and offenses, contrary to the doctrine we ye have known, and avoid them. Hey, avoid them. Avoid them that teach, that don't know the doctrine. Okay? You got to avoid them. Because they doing it for themselves. They're not teaching the truth 100%. Okay, we got to avoid them. You got to not be around those false prophets. You can't be around IUIC or ISUPK. Why? Because those are false prophets. Those are false teachers. Okay? Verse 18. For they that are such shall not our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, but in their own belly, and by good words and fair pieces deceive the hearts of the simple. It's not about Yahushua. It's about them. What makes them feel good. Okay? It's about what makes them feel good. They don't care about people about the truth. No, it's all about what makes them feel good. They don't teach about the breakdown of the scriptures. They don't go to the history. Okay. This is Second Peter chapter 2 verse 1. But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heads, even denying the Lord that brought them, and bring upon them swift destruction. One more time. This is 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 1. But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who bring privily shall bring in temptations, even denying the Lord that brought them, and bring them upon them swift destruction. We got them false prophets among them right now. Who are the false prophets? IUIC, ISUPK, them false churches. Those are the false prophets. And hey, that's gonna bring themselves to destruction by not teaching the truth 100%, by not telling our people about what's about to happen. Okay, right now, a lot of things is happening. Sexual trouble is unfolding. we're at the end. Okay? They're about to push out that chip on the FIT chip, the microchip. That's coming. You know, because we're at the end. You know, and the Lord not playing. The Lord gonna come back with a sword. Okay, he come back to kill. Okay, and these false prophets and teachers not even teaching that. You know, you can't teach our people about Jacob trouble because how to be prepared for Jacob trouble. If you're not teaching them about Jacob trouble, you know, if you're not teaching them about the word, the truth, you're not teaching them about the chip. Okay, do not take the chip. If you take the chip, the Lord will check you up. The Lord gonna kill you if you take the FIT chip. You know, and the only camp that teach that is Great Millstone. It's the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. The real man of the Lord. The apostles are the real man of the Lord. Those are the real man of the Lord that be laboring in the truth for over 40 plus years. You know, those are the real men of the Lord. Okay? You know? In Matthew chapter 24, verse 20. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 24. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great wonders and so much that if it were impossible, they shall deceive the very elect. I'll do one more time. Close it out. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 24. For there shall rise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great sign and wonders, and so much that it will impossible, there shall deceive the very elect. So with that, all praises and glory to Yahweh, by Yahweh, by Hashem, Kakadash, the honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Once again, do not take the microchip, the FIT chip. Do not take it. If you take it, the Lord gonna kill you. Okay, if you take the FIT chip, do not take the chip. Shalom.